Hello, I am Pramod Kumar. Today our subject is accountancy. Our chapter is cash flow statement and we have divided it in 6 parts. 4 parts we have already covered and this is the part 5 of 6. In this we will discuss cash flow from investing activities and cash flow from financing activities. Cash flow from operating activities, direct method, indirect method we have already discussed in previous videos, right? So let us go to cash flow from investing activities. Ascertainment of cash flow from investing activities. The details of items leading to inflows and outflows from investing and financing activities have already been discussed, right? While preparing the cash flow statement, all major items of gross cash receipt, gross cash payment and net cash flows from investing and financing activity must be shown separately under the heading cash flow from investing activity, cash flow from financing activity, right? So that we can measure the impact, we can estimate the impact these cash flows will have on the overall functioning of the entity, right? So what we will do 2 sums, one on investing activity, one on financing activity, in order to make the idea clear. So first we will do cash flow from investing activity, right? So here there is a sum, Wellprint Limited. This is the form, right? In this respect, they have given certain positions of accounts. Since we are in investing activity, we are talking of position accounts, assets, liabilities, right? Fixed assets. So it says machinery as on 1/4/2012, it is 50,000, right? And same thing, machinery as on as at the end of the year, this is the beginning of the year, it is 60,000, right? So machinery balance has gone up from 50,000 to 60,000. Now accumulated depreciation as on 1/4/2012 and same thing as on 31/3/2013, at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, that is 25,000 and 15,000. It has gone down, right? So for arriving at cash flow from investing activity in this case, what do we need to do? We need to know 2 major things. What are the movements in the machinery account and what are the movements in the accumulated depreciation account? So let us draw those accounts, right? Machinery account, okay? Debit, credit, particulars, amount, and on credit side also particulars and amount, right? If we arrive at this, then only accumulated depreciation account remains to be done, so that we can know what are the cash flows from investing activities in this case, provided these figures, right? So machinery account we are drawing. right? So what is the balance which has been brought forward balance? On the debit side, in the machinery account, what is the balance that has been brought down? From here you can get it. It is a starting balance, 50,000, right? What are the other items on debit side? Here, one more information has been given that during the year, a machine costing rupees 25,000 with accumulated depreciation of rupees 15,000 was sold for rupees 13,000, right? Additional information beyond this, in addition to this, a machinery costing 25,000 having accumulated depreciation of 15,000 was sold for 13,000, right? So what will be the profit that will be booked in P&L? Machine cost 25,000, accumulated depreciation 15,000. So what is the book value? 10,000. But it has been sold for 13,000 rupees. So 3,000 rupees is the profit booked in P&L statement on account of sale of that machinery. Machinery costing 25,000, having accumulated depreciation of 15,000, sold for 13,000. So 25,000 minus 15,000, 10,000, and it was sold for 13,000. So in P&L statement we have booked 3,000 of profit on account of sale of that machinery, right? Then before we get balancing figure here, we will complete the credit side. What is on the credit side? First will be cash. What are the cash credit side? Proceeds from sale of machinery. What did we get? Machine was for 25,000, accumulated depreciation was 15,000, and it was sold for 13,000. So cash inflow on account of sale of machinery was 13,000 rupees, right? Now another item will be accumulated depreciation, right? So machinery account, accumulated depreciation. What is the accumulated depreciation machinery account? We are talking of machinery account that was sold for, one machine was sold for 13,000, right? And now we are talking of accumulated depreciation. So we have already discussed that accumulated depreciation is 15,000, right? 15,000. And what is the balance carried down at the end of the year? Machinery balance as on 31/3/13, 60,000. So total becomes 88,000, right? And since liability and asset have to be equal, 50 and 353, so balancing figure will be 35,000. Right? And what is that balancing figure? Cash. Balancing figure, new machine purchased, right? That balancing figure of 35,000 pertains to cash balance figure towards new machine purchased, right? Because we are talking of machinery account. So purchase of new machinery will be debited, sale of machinery will be credited, which has been done here, right? And here it is purchased. So both are balanced. So what do we get? Out of machinery account, we get that cash payment has been made towards new machinery purchase of 35,000. So what is 35,000? Inflow or outflow? That is outflow, right? And we know what is the inflow. Because by sale of machinery we have got 13,000, and here we are considering cash flow from investing activity. So 13,000 so inflow is 13, outflow is 35. So what do we get? Net cash used. Here this is called net cash used in investing activity, right? So we can do one thing, we can discuss it again. We are discussing an example for cash flow from investing activities, and the firm's name is Wellprint Limited. We have been given 4 figures. Machinery position as on 1/4/12 beginning of the year, machinery position as on 31/3/13 end of the year, 50,000, 60,000, accumulated depreciation at the beginning of the year 25,000, accumulated depreciation at the end of the year 15,000. Additional information is one machine costing 25,000 having accumulated depreciation of 15,000 has been sold for 13,000. So in order to know cash flow from investing activity in this case, we need to draw 2 accounts. One is machinery account, another is accumulated depreciation account, right? So machinery account, when we draw, debit particulars amount, credit particulars amount. So what is the balance brought down? Beginning of the year 50,000, right? Then 25,000 machinery, accumulated depreciation 15,000, so book value is 10,000, but it has been sold for 13,000. So in P&L we have booked a profit of 3,000, right? Then we go to the credit side. By sale of the machine we have got cash of 13,000, right? And what is the accumulated depreciation? 15,000, right? And balance as at the end of the year in machinery account, here we are talking of machinery account, is 60,000. So total comes to 88,000, and here balancing figure, asset and liability need to match. So balancing figure is 35,000. That 35,000 represents cash balance figure towards new machinery purchase, right? Now we will draw accumulated depreciation account. Here also same thing, particulars amount, particulars amount. This is credit, this is debit, right? So what do we do here? What had been debit to machinery account? Machinery account 15,000, particulars right? Machinery account 50,000, and what is the balance brought down? That is also 15,000. Where it is? 15,000. This total comes to 30,000. And on the credit side, what do we get? On the credit side, what do we get? Balance brought down. What is that? Opening 25,000. So both sides need to balance. So we need to arrive at balancing figure of 5,000. What is that? What is that balancing figure? That is P&L depreciation provided during the year. How is that? P&L depreciation provided during the year 5,000. Right? So what we have got here in this cash flow from investing, at inflow has been 13,000, outflow has been 35,000, which we got from here. So net cash has been used. Inflow is less, outflow is more. So there is net cash used in the investing activity of 22,000. Inflow 13, outflow 35 towards new machinery purchase. So 22,000 is the net cash used in the investing activity. Now we will do one more sum, that will be in respect of cash flow from financing activity. Okay, cash flow from financing activity. So one example has been given, illustration. From the following information, calculate cash flow from financing activity. 1,414, 31,315. 1,414, 31,315. Right? Now, what is the item? Long-term loan. 2,50,000, right? 2 lakhs and 2,50,000. Information is during the year the company repaid a loan of 1 lakh. So how do we do it? Let us start from, what do we need to know? What are the proceeds from long-term loans? What are the repayments towards long-term loans? Whatever is left is net cash inflow or net cash outflow from the financing activity, right? So we will do it like this. Proceeds from long-term borrowing. Proceeds from long-term borrowing, right? Second one be repayment of long-term loan. Repayment of long-term loan. So what do we get finally? Net cash flow from financing activity. Net cash flow from financing activity. So in this case, what is the proceeds? What are the proceeds from long-term borrowing? See, one is the difference of these two. It was 2 lakhs, it becomes 2,50,000. So what is the increase? 50,000. Long-term borrowing here has increased by 50,000, and during the year a loan of rupees 1 lakh has been repaid. So this also will get added to the proceeds from long-term borrowing. So 1,50,000 1,50,000, right? And what is the repayment of the long-term loan? Repayment has been 1 lakh. So what is the net cash flow from financing activity? 50,000. right? Proceeds came 150,000, repayment went out 100,000, so net cash flow, and this is inflow, because inflow is more than outflow. Net cash inflow from financing activity is 50,000. Now we need to draw long term loan account. Right? Here debit, here credit, particulars, amount, particulars, amount. So what are the items that we need to take care here? One is cash loan repaid. What is the amount of repayment during the year? 1 lakh, right? On the debit side, cash has been repaid, loan repaid 1 lakh rupees, right? And what is the balance brought down? Here, what is the balance brought down? That figure has been given here. It comes to, total size comes to 3,50,000. So when we go to the credit side, what are the items on the credit side? First one is balance brought down. And what is that? 2 lakhs. Right? Balance brought down, that is 2 lakhs. And another is, what is the another one? Proceeds from long term borrowings, new loans raised. What is that? 150,000. So total is 350. Right? So once again, long term loans position was 2 lakhs as at the beginning of the year, 2 lakhs 50,000 as at the end of the year. And during the year, the company repaid a loan of 1 lakh rupees. So, what is the cash flow from this financing activity? So, proceeds from long term borrowing, 50,000 is clear here. It was 2 lakhs, it becomes 2 lakh 50,000, 50,000 has increased, right? And another one is this one, the loan that was repaid of 1 lakh. It came also inside and it went out also. So proceeds from long term borrowing 150,000, repayment of long term loan 100,000. So net cash inflow from financing activity is 50,000, right? And how we have drawn long term loan account? Debit particulars amount, credit particulars amount. Since this is the loan account, right? Since this is the loan account, here cash loan repaid is 1 lakh. During year the company repaid 1 lakh, and balance carried down. What is the balance carried down? That is here 250. Total comes to 350,000. On the credit side, what is there? Balance brought down is 200,000, and new loans raised. New loans raised we already know. 50,000 by way of this, 100,000 by way of this, 150,000. Total comes to 350,000, right? So proceeds from here we get positive inflow of right? So we have discussed two questions in order to make our cash flow from investing activity and cash flow from financing activity clear by way of an example. What did we do? We have done Wellprint Limited. In that we show machinery as at the beginning of the year was 50,000 machinery balance. As at the end of the year it was 60,000. Accumulated depreciation was beginning 25,000, at the end 15,000, right? And additional information was a machine costing 25,000 and having accumulated depreciation of 15,000 was sold for 13,000, right? So in that what did we see? We saw on the debit side of machinery account that balance brought down was 50,000. That was opening balance of the machinery. And P&L, what profit we had booked? The machinery was for 25,000, accumulated depreciation 15. So book value is 10,000, but it was sold for 13,000. So 3,000 was booked at profit in the P&L statement. So 50,000 and 3,000, 53,000. Now, in order to get the balancing figure on the debit side, we need to complete the credit side. And what do we get on the credit side? Cash proceeds from the sale of machine. Machinery was of 25,000, accumulated depreciation 15,000 and it was sold for 13,000. So on the credit side, machinery account, cash proceeds from sale of machine is 13,000, right? And what was the accumulated depreciation? 15,000, right? 13 and 15, 28. And what was the balance carried down? Beginning it was 50, end it was 60, machinery account. So 13, 15 and 60, 88. Credit side is 88, debit side is 53. So on the debit side, the balancing figure of 35,000 will go, which represents cash balancing figure relating to purchase of new machine, and asset and liability become equal. So what do we see? 13,000 is the inflow of cash, 35,000 is the outflow of cash. 13,000 is the inflow of cash on account of sale of machinery, and 35,000 is the cash outgo on account of purchase of machinery. So we have net cash used on account of investing activity is 22,000. Net cash used. And in the second example, we have seen here cash flow from financing activity. What we have seen? At the beginning of the year, long-term loan position is 2 lakhs. At the end of the year, 2,50,000. And one information has been given. During year, the company repaid a loan of 1 lakh. So how do we get a net cash flow or outflow? Inflow or outflow? Here, 50,000 is very clear. Opening was 2 lakhs, closing was 2,50,000, means 50,000 inflow is there by way of long-term borrowing. And this loan came in the year and went out in the year. So incoming 50,000 plus 100,000, 1,50,000 proceeds from long-term borrowing. And repayment we know is 1 lakh. So net cash inflow from financing activity during the year is 50,000 rupees. And we have drawn here long-term loan account. Debit particulars amount, credit particulars amount. So in the long-term loan account on the debit side, what do we get? First we get cash, loan repaid, 1 lakh rupees, which we have mentioned. And balance carried down is the balance as at the end of the year 250, so total is 350. On the credit side, balance brought down is the beginning figure 2 lakhs and new loan raised is 150,000 here, so 350. So this asset and balance side balance, asset liability, and net cash inflow from financing activity is 50,000, right? So I hope you found it easy to understand. In case of any difficulty, you may please approach on my email ID, which will be there at the thumbnail to the video. Thank you very much.